Hello again in Simple Math for You, and we will continue the revision of Chapter 5, Creating Linear Equations Part 2. أهلا بكم من جديد في Simple Math for You، وسنكمل مراجعة الوحدة الخامسة المعادلات الخطية، وسنقتصر على 3 دروس كما بدأنا من قبل. Okay, let's start with question 20 now. This table defines a relation. Which table shows the inverse of the relation? This is the original relation. The inverse usually, in the inverse, we will just flip x and y. We will interchange. Every x will be y and every y will be x. So simply here, if you look carefully, the correct answer will be D. Because here we have 1, 2, here we have 2, 1, and it is the same for the 3 minus 4 and 5, 0. Everything have been switched. So our answer will be D definitely. Okay, let's go to question 21. These ordered pairs define a function. Select all ordered pairs that are in the inverse of the function. If you interchange the first ordered pair، إذا عكست الزوج المرتب الأول حيكون نفسه، الثاني راح يكون the second one 1 over 4 2, the third one is negative 7 and 3. So let's check which one is available for us. A is correct, B is correct, E is correct, and that means we have 3 correct answers. Question 22. Which ordered pairs represent the inverse of the relation shows on the graph? In this case, the points are not stated clearly. النقاط مش موضحة تماما. So we will find the coordinate for each one. If you mark the axis، إذا رقمنا الأكسس راح يكون عندنا this point is what 0 2 originally. This point is 2 3. This point is negative 2 1. This is the original relation. If you flip them, if you interchange the x and the y, then obviously بكل وضوح A is the correct one. Everything is switched. Remember, switching does not mean switching the sign. عكس الإشارات مش وارد. تعكس بس الx تصير y والy تصير x بس. Only reverse the x and the y as they are. Now graph the inverse of the function. Now, how can we graph the function? The easiest approach, أسهل شيء إنه you create the table for the original function here to graph. So we want to graph y equals 2 over 3x. You need table. This is the easiest approach. This is x and this is y. Now choose smart points. If you choose x 0, then y is 2 over 3 times 0, which is 0. So y is 0. Now you can choose any value of x, but then since there is a denominator 3, طالما في مقام 3, the best way is to choose multiples of 3. Choose اختار مضاعفات العدد 3. 3 6 ناقص 3 ناقص 6. So أنا راح أختار 3. ليش؟ You'll see that 2 over 3 times 3, this cancels that. Only we are left with 2. So we have now 2 points. Now this is a table representing the original function. So the inverse، العكس اللي احنا بنسميه f inverse of x، التابل بالعكس راح يكون تبعه هيكون 0 0 2 3. And now we will plot these points. 0 0 is over there, the origin. 2 with 3 go to 2 up to 3, and you have to match using your ruler. This is the line of the inverse. Which function is the inverse of f of x to x minus 6? Now, everyone knows that the slope of the function here is 2. So the slope of the inverse is 1 over 2. 1 over 2. So that means 1 over 2 is the slope only available in A and D, as you see here. But the problem is that y-intercept needs to be found. So what shall we do? We can say that y originally is 2x minus 6. Step 1, write y instead of f of x. Step 2, interchange. يعني كل y تصير x وكل x تصير y. بدلنا. Step 3, solve for y. حل الواي، خلي الواي لوحدها. So what shall we do? I will take the 6 there. فصارت 2y is equal to x plus 6. I will divide by 2 عشان اخلي ال 2 الواي alone، الواي لوحدها. فصار عندي y equals x plus 6 over 2. x plus 6 over 2 means what? معناها x over 2 plus 6 over 2, which means half the x over 2 هي نفسها نص ال x plus 6 over 2 which is 3. And this is my inverse now. This is the inverse that I'm writing. So half x plus 3 is the inverse, and that's why we will choose A. A is the correct answer only. A. There is another way to do that, yes, but this is the straightforward way. Find the equation of this, the inverse of this function. Again, we will start by y equals 3 over 4x minus 1 over 2. So f of x نبدلها بالy. Step 2, interchange. كل x تصير y، كل y تصير x. Step 3, solve for y. خلي الy بجهة واحدة لوحدها. Now, we can get rid of the fraction by multiplying by 4 if you want, or multiply by 4 over 3 عشان نخلص من coefficient of the 3 over 4. So we multiply by the reciprocal, by multiplying by 4 over 3 both sides. فصار عندي بهالجهة 1y, which is y, and in this side we have 4 over 3 x plus 1 over 2. Let's now try to simplify as much as we can. Now, when you distribute, it will be 4 over 3x plus 4 over 3 times half, which is 4 over 6. يعني our f inverse اللي هي الجديدة is 4 over 3x plus 4 over 6. 4 over 6 is not the simplest form. We can simplify, نختصر. So f inverse of x is 4 over 3x plus 2 over 3. Or you can write all of them under the denominator over the denominator 3 على مقام 3 وفوق عندنا 4x plus 2. This is the inverse. This is how we find the inverse. Now, this is one of the questions that usually we like to put as a multiple choice. What is the value of G inverse of 3? If you were asked to find G of 3, you will go to 3 and see what is 3 is paired with. يعني G of 3, يعني the value of the function G when x is equal to 3, which is 8. But now the question is different. The question is asking G inverse of 3. That means we are looking for the value of x when y is 3. X. So you will go to 3 and see it was paired with what? With minus 1. You are not looking at x, you are looking at y now. So the answer is A, definitely. Using the graph h of x, what is h inverse of 4? Same exactly. You will see what is the value of x that have y4. When y is 4, x is how much? So this is y equals to 4. هذا line y equals to 4. It is intersecting with this line here. يتقاطع عند هذا. معناها you are looking at the x that correspond to that value. الX اللي إلها هذا الفور, which is -2 definitely. Let's choose another question. What is H inverse of 3? سؤال ثاني. خلينا let's change the color and see what will happen if you were asked about H inverse of 3. This is a 3. This is the value where it intersects with the line. معناها حشوف مين الX اللي إلها علاقة في هذا الموضوع. It's 0. طيب, what is H inverse? Change the color again to see how can we easily find everything. What is H inverse of 2? So this is 2. 2 is here. This is the value of X that have been paired with 2. So it is 2 as well. So we have many ways to do that. This is the easiest way. What is H inverse of 1? 1 with 4. Yani we have now the idea. Find the inverse of the relation. This is very easy. The inverse of the relation, you just switch and easily you can find that it is B. Which of the following represent the inverse of this function? So inverse, this is why this is X, and directly we can switch. And when you solve for Y, bring the Y here, bring the X here. So at 5Y is equal to 9 minus X. Divide everything by 5. So 9 minus X over 5 is C, definitely. This is an easy question as well. This is the inverse. Which of the following represent the equation of straight line is parallel to X-axis? Okay, this is Y-axis, this is X-axis. X-axis is this one, this is X-axis. Y equals to 9, how can we identify it? Y equals to 9 means what? It means it's a horizontal line passing through 9. If this is 9, this is your Y equals to 9. لأنه Y دائما حتساوي 9 بغض النظر عن قيمة الإكس. So it is Y equals to 9 horizontal line, أفقي، خط أفقي دائما، وهو موازي لمحور السين، صح. ولكن هذا مثلا هذا رأسي. هذا موازي لمين؟ ل-Y. It is parallel to the Y axis. This is parallel to Y axis. For this one or this one, they have slope, kind of slope. يعني هذا حيكون له slope معين. This is another slope. So this is different than that one. It's not parallel لا للX ولا للY. So the answer will be A. لكن لو قلنا مثلا what is the line parallel to the Y axis, you will use B definitely. For example, now, which of the following linear equation has a slope of -1? For example, this one is a horizontal line, so هذا slope ماله 0 لأن هي كأنها كان y equals 0 x minus 1. It's a horizontal line. So definitely this is not the one. If you want to find the slope, it is recommended to write every equation in this form, slope-intercept form. So if you write this, it will be y equals x plus 1. So the slope here is 1. So this is not the one. If you write this, you turn the x to the other side, it will be minus x plus 1. So the slope is -1. So أكيد هذا صح. هذا y equals to x minus 1. So the slope here is 1. So this is wrong. The answer is C definitely. Question 32, which of the following represent the equation of a straight line that is parallel to the y-axis? Before a while, we just mentioned it should be x equals to 9 because it's a vertical line. Now, let's see here. Write the equation in slope-intercept form, the line that is parallel to the graph of this equation and passing through this point. So we have given y minus 3x equals to 6. To write the equation of a line, we need at least a point and a slope, or 2 points. Now, how can we find the slope of this line? First, you need to write it in the slope-intercept form. اللي هي بدلالة الميل والمقطع. Directly here, your slope for the given line is 3. والy-intercept 6 بس ما بيهمنا. We want the slope. Since we are looking for the parallel line, that means my line is parallel to it it means it have the same slope. موازي له إذا نفس الميل بالضبط. So my line have a slope exactly the same as that one because this is parallel to the given line. موازي له. And I have a point already given. خلاص استخدم اي تكنيك بدي اياه. You can use the slope intercept form, you can use the point slope form, whatever. So I will use the slope intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, using the new slope and the new point. So this is my y and this is my x. So 7 is equal to 3 times 4 to find the new b. So b is -5. That means the equation will be y equals, my new slope is 3, is the same as the previous slope, and the new b is plus minus 5, so I would write it -5. Now, what if you have to write the equation in slope intercept form for a line that is perpendicular عمودي عليه, عمودي على هذا اللاين. So we have 5x plus y equals to 1 is given. So let's find the slope of the given line. I will write it in slope intercept form. I'll find the slope given, الميل اللي عندي اللي هو نفسه -5. Now, what is my line now? So my line will have slope, the perpendicular line, 1/5 because it is perpendicular, عمودي عليه. Let's remember, خلينا نتذكر. الperpendicular lines have slopes with product is -1. يعني إذا كان اللاين الأول سلوب ماله له 1/2، السلوب الثاني -2. لأنه if you multiply them لما تضربهم لازم يطلع -1. إذا بالمختصر شو حتعمل؟ تعكس الإشارة وتقلبه بالضبط، لأن هاي -2/1 كانت. فلما كان عندي -5 هي نفسها -5/1، نعكس الإشارة، كانت نيجاتيف صارت بوزيتيف، اللي صار سالب اللي كان سالب بيصير موجب، وهي كانت 5/1 فبصير 1/5. دائما هذه بالمستقيمات المتعامدة الميل حاصل ضربهم بيكون -1، معكوسين بالإشارة والإكس والبسط والمقام. So إذا my slope now is 1/5. The point given is 2 - 1. خلاص نعمل ال traditional way. So I will use the new point, the new slope. -1 - 2/5 equals 2b. So my b is -1/1 - 2/5. I will multiply by 5. It will be -5/5 -2/5. It's -7/5. This is the b. Minus and minus, we add them. So the equation that I am looking for is y equals the new slope, which is 1/5x, plus the new b, which is -7/5. Finally, we have here given the line, or given a line that is passing through 2 points. Answer the questions. The slope, easy, just to revise everything. Slope y2 minus y1 -2 plus 6/-2 plus 6, which is 1 definitely. نفسهم بالضبط 4/4 1. And now the equation of a line. Choose any point. اختار أي نقطة. I will choose -2 and -2. So y equals mx plus b. So y slope is 1. And if you transfer it here, أكيد b is 0. It's very obvious that b is 0. So that means my equation will be y equals 0. So for y equals x يعني 1x plus 0 which is just y equals to x. This is the final answer that I'm looking for. I hope the revision was beneficial for this topic. Ask your questions in the comment and see you in the next video. Thank you very much. شكرا جزيلا وأرجو أن يكون في الفيديو إفادة لكم. شكرا لكم.